President-elect Donald Trump on Tuesday called for the U.S. government to cancel a deal with aircraft manufacturer Boeing for development of a new Air Force One. The Air Force signed deals with Boeing in January and July to design certain aspects of the new presidential aircraft, including its interior, electrical and power system, and maintenance systems. The U.S. Government Accountability Office estimated in March that the entire program would cost about $3.2 billion from the 2010 through 2020 fiscal years, including $2 billion for research and development. Trump cited different numbers without providing any evidence. The military has not yet awarded a contract to actually assemble the planes. Boeing is building a brand new 747 Air Force One for future presidents, but costs are out of control, more than $4 billion. Cancel order. He tweeted Tuesday morning. Shortly after his tweet, he told reporters at Trump Tower, "The plane is totally out of control. It's going to be over $4 billion for Air Force One program and I think it's ridiculous. I think Boeing is doing a little bit of a number. We want Boeing to make a lot of money, but not that much money." A Boeing spokesperson did not respond to a request seeking. But the company said in a statement that its current deal for Air Force One development is worth $170 million. "We look forward to working with the U.S. Air Force on subsequent phases of the program, allowing us to deliver the best planes for the president at the best value for the American taxpayer," Boeing said. An Air Force spokesman said the military did not have an immediate comment on Trump's exhortation. Boeing plans to replace the two aging 747-200 aircraft that serve as Air Force One with two new, modified 747-8 planes. The Boeing 747 is set to be phased out. Here's a look back at its importance to American history. USA Today. The Air Force pledged to keep costs down when it awarded the initial development contract to Boeing in January, but said the replacements are necessary. Parts obsolescence, diminishing manufacturing sources and increased downtimes for maintenance are existing challenges that will increase until a new aircraft is fielded, Colonel Amy McCain, manager of the Presidential Aircraft Recapitalization Program, said in a statement at the time. Richard Ablafi, aviation analyst at the Teal Group, said the current Air Force One planes were made in the 1980s and have become obsolete. The planes are equipped with state-of-the-art communications technology and defense mechanisms to survive nuclear war or terrorist attacks, he said. Anything in the $3 billion to $4 billion range would be reasonable, and a belief otherwise is completely ignorant, he said. This is the wrong place to talk about cost control, Ablafi said. People aren't upset in Washington about a relatively small program being cancelled. They are upset we have a president who doesn't understand what is needed to be president. The Undersecretary of Defense approved the plan to replace Air Force One in September 2015. The goal was to replace the aircraft by the 2024 fiscal year. It was not immediately clear Tuesday whether Trump, who owns a Boeing 757 that he uses as his personal aircraft, would or could intervene to halt the Air Force One deal after he takes office in January. Regarding the bizarre possibility that Trump might want to use his own plane instead of Air Force One, Ablafi was beside himself. "That's up there with talking to aliens on the toaster weird," he said. Still, jittery investors drove Boeing shares down 0.8% to $150.93 at 9:45 a.m. As it happens, Trump himself owned Boeing shares, BA, as of the filing of a financial disclosure form during his presidential campaign. He owned Boeing stock worth between $50,001 and $100,000, according to his disclosure, but Miller said the president-elect sold all of his stocks in June. Trump has taken a special interest in the aircraft manufacturer's travails in the past. During a crisis surrounding the lithium batteries in its 787 Dreamliner aircraft, Trump tweeted in 2013 and 2014 that the company should excise the technology from the planes. Earlier, though, he was ebullient about Boeing's prospects. At Boeing, stock went way down because of 787, so I just bought stock in a Boeing. He tweeted in January 2013. Great company. 2013.